Word to the west, getting worse in the biz. A return in the favor for works of the wicked. The world that we in, ain't no turf we can win unless the church is within. The search for its sin makes it perfectly sensible. Physical, mental, and spiritual strength. Emotional intellect, articulate. It's an arsenal armed from head to toe. Hip out on battlefield, set foot, plant firmly to fit. In the first of attempts to deter them who tempt all the stumbling blocks to the blur that becomes of the firmest to flip and the furnace to fit. We get burnt to a crisp. Cause we burned in the bridges between us and yes them. Then we can't even reach to the other for the pen. Shit, if we were to repent, gotta come with our brother, our sister and kin. Best of friend, next to kin's no difference. We just burn some incense. We can't just burn shit. Look, we can't just burn some incense, expect it to cleanse. We have sinned, we have sinned. Shit. If I sin, won't repent, so we done it again. We have sinned, won't repent, so we done it again. Doing more again. What's that during? Not during. Darn it, that's it, darn it. Darn it, more dirt to dig in the earth, at least it be the firmest to get. We just stirring up shit in the mud stuck, get sticks. Shit in the mud stuck, get sticks. It's uncertain at this point how long this occur. Shit, how long this occur, but we finally give in, for submit to the will of our Father, for Him who is in us if sincerely smitten with this, what it is, who it is. Not what it is, but who it is. And it's you if you dig. That's a verse I just spread. Another word, we're conversing a bit. Nothing too big, just a word to the weird. Something turn a little different. See? And that's a verse that I gotta see right here. Let me fix this right here. It's a word to the weird, getting worse in the biz. And burn, look, gotta see, look. That's a verse I just spread. Another word, we're conversing a bit. Nothing too big, just a word to the weird. Something a little different, at least just a bit. Having church in a sense. So listen if you will to the sermon I spit. When the vermin is squirming, when the vermin is squirming, the pew sit. Listen if you will to the sermon I spill. On the spur and the spread to the search for within. What was served to a man, what be curses to live. Curbing urges to yearn for our fix. So what gives us enough to at least keep occurring to them. Who won't verge of it tend to in turn get the gist. If we only will care enough to try work them in. Or our schedule's so fixed that we can't turn from them long enough to in turn turn to Him. Or our schedule's so fixed that we can't turn from them long enough to in turn to Him. Turn to Him. Our schedule's so fixed that we can't turn from them long enough to win. Turn to Him, went to them, turn to them, went to them. Turn on them, turn them on, that's it. Turn them on, tune them in. Our schedule's so fixed that we can't turn from them. What's that? First, we research the temperature to live here, third case, what it is. See something a little different, at least just a bit. That's a verse I just spit, word. Another word, we're conversing a bit. Nothing too big, just a word to the weird. Something a little different, at least just a bit. Having church in a sense. While the vermin is squirming, the pew said. Listen if you will to the sermon I spit. On the spur and the spreads for the search for within. What was served to a man, what be curses to live. Curbing urges to yearn for our fix. So what gives us enough to at least keep occurring to them. Who won't verge of it tend to in turn get the gist. If we only will care enough to try work them in. Or our schedule's so big that we can't turn from them long enough to in turn to Him, went to them. Turn them on, tune them in. They can drop out. They can drop out or in all around. Only way I'm committed have been. Shit. And they can drop out or in. They can drop out or in all around. Either way, I'm committed, have been. To the mission, to earth. All around, either way, I'm committed, have been. To the earth through my sins, I've been sent to deliver. If I am in Him, if I am, you get sense. I won't say that I'm more so equipped, but I won't say that I'm more so been equipped. I won't say that I've more so been equipped for such missions, but would you go if you were sent to the pit? It's the business I'm in, the shit when you thick. It's intensely immense, it's immensely intense. When the fan tend to hit, then he gathered to win. With the bladders that splatter, pray matter, but miss, hit or miss as it is. When you giving them gist, catching the drift, all the while with the rip and the tip, then the jip even settled. Once leveled up, spin up and fit, pit to get. Weakness dwindles our strength while I'm mentioning this under pressure and pinches. Still it's a sense, man, I'm clenching my fist in attempt to resist it. When pit, wanna check it, your chin, leave it. Wanna check it, leave a dent in your chin. Try to instead write the verse, but it's grip in the intent to resist it when pissed. Wanna check it, leave dents in your chin. Try to instead write the verse, but reverse the script. It went pissed, wanna check it, leave dents in your chin. Try to instead write the verse, but reverse the script. Yeah. Shit, it went pissed, wanna check, leave dent in your chin. Try instead write the verse, but reverse the script. So revert crucifix. I'm the first to forget. I'll be the first to forget, but I was just a kid when you did what you did. I'll be the first to forget, but I was just a kid when you did what you did. If you hurt, then get hit, and the currency did. When emerging for crystallist, learning to live with discernment to sin. When you turn up and split down the path to where gives is most urgent to get. The jury hung right down the middle, merge split on the fur of the moment, so fervent to fit. The furnace we fit can heal if you feel me for real. It's legit, you're sincerely to whom I concern when it's sin. Sealed with a kiss from the dismal abyss. By now, you should know what it is. Really ain't about what you get in return for the worth of the work that you did. It's the perks of being purposeful, personal with worth a person to pick up on. In return for the worth of the work that you did. It's the perks of being purposeful. In return, word to the web really ain't about what you get in return for the worth and the work that you did. Give in return to what you get in return for the worth and the work that you did. It's the perks being purposeful, personal with worth a person to pick up on where we went wrong in the search for our soul through our sick. Man, look. Really ain't about what you get in return for the worth and the work that you did. It's the person being purposeful, personal with worth in person to pick up on where we went wrong in the search of our soul through the wreckage to sit with discernment to sin. When the worst of offense, the urge to repent for the sin we commit. When we turn from our sin with the curve we get kicked. For we burn to a crit, like between us the brick that we burn yet again. Let rebuild it again, make one final attempt to converse with the sin. I'm concerned for what's his in this world that suspends. But long after we went with sense. Long after we went and it. Well, long after we went, and in essence, we came with a purpose each sense. So is yours one like mine to encourage the kids? Or is it to discourage from learning to live and from learning to forgive? And the furnace we fit, no we merging from it. Let me turn it to him who with dirt. Shit. No we merging from it. Let me turn it to him who to worth have been sent. To return once again for the purpose of it. What been God planned? What been God planned since Genesis? We curses to live from the surface. You trapped and be servants of him and the servant. What been God plans since Genesis? We curse it to live in the surface. You scratch or be servants of him or just serpents. The slithering servants of sin, self-absorbed, be observant. Or certain you'll miss something urgent to get. At least the gist kept adrift every journey through this. Pics of the litter we weren't. You asked them just a burden to bear for the birds in the wind. It's a virgin who split with the first just to get her hip. Not a how her discernment consent when she really considered by those who concerned for her safety than those who just purge her dicks. To her pictures in person, the serpent is slick and they serving him. To search for the cure for the tent with the turn in her work. Shit. Yeah, it's a virgin who split with her first just to get her hip. Not to how her discernment consent when she really considered by those who concerned for her safety than those who just perp jerking dicks to her pictures in person. The serpent is slick and they serve it to search for the cure for the tent of the turning her over to work on her wit until finally submit full surrender to him. Pimped and turned to get tricked into worse yet again than the first would attempt. More than hurts to admit, now she working the strip. If not twerking the twig, malnourished, weak, sickly, and starved for attention. Long for affection, they offer her this instead just to stick stiff, fit for stirring the shit. It keeps her slurping for sips of the poison she picked, and the potion was poured by her closest of friend. Yeah, when a dream with the verb, shit, get deterred, shit, same returns on her, tips of the murderous man. When she can't pay her debt for the front, got her fixed, but it cost her the life that she lived. She wouldn't even get to live, only enough to work up, never enough to incend, spend eternities nightly while working for them. Twerking the twig, who had ended her life with the burner to blitz and the curve getting kicked, emerging from the curtain too quick. Curve on her as closing on her as we're called like her phone by her shit. Just sent to the bar, get by perfect and vid. By the time it with her, weren't concerned who it is, only enough to discern it was sis. So was supposed to be home by then. When innocent died at the hands of the hurtful who hit her, the turn for the word thing to turnkey to pick, but was locked till they got through it. Let themselves in and made themselves at home. Shit, in the hurt she gotta live in the dirt that would dig in the earth for the fit. What was left of her figure still firm till she slipped and she tripped her. When they tripped her up, tipping her big. lured her in. See when they tripped her up, tipping her big, lured her in with that dirty blood money that paid for her kid to get school supply. But for the work that she did, kept her stressed out, exhausted, concerned if her dad who would bury her. Shit, before they would even turn 10. Did her in, just a word to the wit. Okay, we got this right here. Ay, it's just a word to the wit, just a verb in the spit, no rehearsing this shit. It's the first of intent to be firm when they flip, when they swerve, when you switch. It can hurt when you hit, and the hurts get a lid. Draw the curtain, can't hit. Closing the casket, the work in the lid, had them lurking again in the furnace to fit with the vermin to vent, and the sermon admit to the service of him who the serpent within, earth the surface again. When the church it within, when he does, when you merge it with him, purging the pent up and determined to dig in the dirt, roughly 6. When you turn into him, cry with your lip and the person the kiss, while the noose not as slipped. Shit, or you more like Pete, man, who inverted got fit. Thomas, who doubt with his own eyes will witness. So I conversing with him. When the winter turn boys into men, the young girls into women. Shit, if only we don't make a waste of our kids. Man, it ain't the purge of the print. When we were kids growing up, we were swift to try earning strip. Shit, when we were kids, shit, growing up, we were swift to try earning our strip. Weren't concerned for their thoughts or their feelings a bit. Those who judged at a glance said we weren't decent kids. No, we weren't innocent, we were dirty, that shit. Curse it to lift and the curtains in drawing. See the curtains and hearse it to draw. Keep them hid from the side when the urge is to yearn for the curve and the fit. And the firm is to flip, the word to the wit. It's getting worse every day. In this dirt that we dig, it's in this dirt that we dig. Ain't the first to get, look, the word to the wit, it's getting worse every day. In this dirt that we dig. Ain't it? Turf we can claim, if we claim for their life to a click that this word to the whiz is the word to the whiz is the purge, and the word to the whiz is word to the whiz is most urgent. The jizz. An emergency miss, an emergency when an occurrence like this has occurred. Word to the wit.